Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. I'm Taffany and I want to welcome you into Tika's Gardens. I am out getting close to the afternoon now. I was out early this morning to plant up the bed that is near my bedroom garden entrance. It was supposed to rain, it did not. So I am like, let me get out and get some more work done because there's, several more things I want to do. So I am going to kind of talk you through what I'm planning on doing now. I am thinking that I'm going to add a couple of my salvia little seedlings that I saved from a month or two ago from the bed near the entrance to the backyard that I put in little cell packs, if you remember that video. So I'm going to take a couple of those and put those into this bed here near the bedroom garden entrance that I worked on this morning. I am going to take the pots that are from the front porch and put them back here at the entrance to the walkway. The evergreens that are in them are faux, and they are going to be going back to the front porch. I have some pots that I will be getting, some new pots for the front porch that have a little more of a modern look. So they're going to go in that. But until those pots get here, I'm just going to keep them in the pots that they're in and put them here in the spot where those pots are going to be permanently. And behind those pots, I'm going to plant maybe a dwarf Italian cypress. I don't want like the other Italian cypresses that I have that get like up to 30 feet. I don't really want it to get that big, so I think I'm going to get the dwarf version of the Italian cypress to go behind it. So let me take you to the location that I'm talking about, and I'll show you what I mean by placing the pots out and putting a dwarf Italian cypress behind it. Basically, these are going to be marking the entrance to this walkway in this whole back garden section in the vegetable garden. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay guys, Tika's on the prowl over there, so as long as she doesn't jump the fence like she did this morning, we're good. But let's start over here. These are the pots that are typically on my front porch. You've seen them in multiple videos. Those are the faux evergreens. These I got off of Amazon, and there's a link below for these. They should be there. If not, I'll make sure. But in my videos, you will notice in the description box, there's a link for everything that I have in the garden for the most part, because the majority of it came from Amazon. I'm speaking about the raised beds, the fencing, the hummingbird feeders, the trellises, the arbor, everything. And I even have the faux trellises that are here that I will be replacing these with. I have the ones that I want to get from Amazon already down there for you guys, so you can kind of shop, and if there's anything that you see as I'm in the garden that you like, I wanted to make it easy for you because I know people are always asking where did I get this and that. So a lot of stuff came from Amazon, and they're in the description box. These are the pots that have been on the front porch for the last couple of years. These are the faux evergreens that I just got about a year ago, and they are perfect. They're exactly what I want for the front porch, but I want new pots. So these pots are going to go this way. So let's head that way now. All right, so as we take this little garden path and you see the entrance here to this walkway, there is a spot here and here where those pots will go. And behind the pots on this end where the curve is on both of these is where I want to put the dwarf Italian cypress to kind of be a backing for the pots. And the pots in those dwarf Italian cypresses will mark the entrance to this walkway area back here to the back garden, the vegetable garden and all these back gardens here. So that is what my plan is. So I'm going to get those pots in place, and like I said, my other pots aren't here yet, so until they get here I'm just going to leave the faux evergreens in it, and those pots will eventually be what I plant in my seasonal plants every year. Something very colorful and pretty is what my goal is. So that is the plan for that section. And here, as I swing around slowly, these are the little seedlings from a few weeks ago that I planted. So I'm going to get those put into this bed over here, and I'll find some spots. I'll probably, I'm thinking, plant them kind of where like, say right here. I'm thinking maybe right here in this section, and then plant one here in this section. And there's actually some space back there. I could probably put something there as well. So that is what I'm thinking of. We'll figure the placement out of that. So what I plan on sitting the pots on are some concrete pavers that I purchased specifically for that. So I will get those out and we'll get all of this work done. So right now, guys, the temp is about 88 degrees already, and so we're gonna get I'm gonna get the weeds up from the section on the left where the Indian hawthorn is here, and this where we're gonna be putting the pots and all that. So just little maintenance stuff as well as getting those pots out and the salvia planted. So let's get started before we hit the 90s. All right, well, I have pulled weeds, which I probably should have done last because that tired me out. I've planted a couple of the little salvia seedlings, and I got the pavers out and leveled as by eye and feel, of course. And I've got the pots, as you can see, in place. So again, as I said, those pots are going to have flowers and stuff in them. I have some other pots coming for the front porch, so my faux will go back out there. But until then, I'm just going to keep them in here just so they're not just sitting around somewhere. So that is why they're still in the pots for right now. But let me show you what it looks like. Back up, back up, back up, back up, so you can get a good view. All right, let me turn the camera around. So here it is, guys. These are the pots. And again, as I stated, they're gonna have flowers in them, different flower combos throughout the seasons. But directly in front of them will be dwarf Italian cypresses. That's my plan. Unless I find something else, I'm planning on going with that. So now I want you to imagine having a tall, thin evergreen sitting behind the pots with some colorful floral combos in front of the inside of the pot, sitting in front of those tall evergreens. I think it's going to be really pretty, and it will give a definite mark and barrier for this back garden. And I do also plan on putting some kind of tall evergreens, as I said many times before, to mark the entrance to the bedroom garden. And I'm leaning towards more columnar ligustrums, like the ones that are along the back fence there. And over here, I got up the weeds all of the way up to where the plumbago is. So I got that all cleared out again for the 100th time. And lastly, we have the little seedlings, the salvia seedlings, here and one here. They will spread pretty good, so I don't need to put like two side by side. I could, but I would rather do plant combinations than multiples of that. And the hibiscus is now fully open. Very gorgeous. Go back to the video I did before this one, where it was not open when I first came out, and then it was almost fully open. It was partially open, but now it is fully open and gorgeous. So we've got all these done. Now we just need to wait for the rains, since they claim the rains are now coming at 2 o'clock, and I see clouds are coming in, so maybe they're correct this time. But this is what it looks like. The little seedlings, you can kind of see them from this side here and here. And this is a look at the pots standing at the entrance of the bedroom garden from this direction, looking down the walkway that way. And let's give you one last look from another direction. I think it just helps to get an idea of what stuff looks like from different sides and directions. And hopefully these things will give you guys some ideas of what you can do. Now again, the faux evergreens are going back on the front porch. They're not going to stay there. But I just don't want them sitting around in the garage or whatever. So they'll just stay there until my pots come. We've got to finish the mulch, but that's it. It's very pretty. All right, guys, well, that is it for today. I'm gonna go in and grab lunch and enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you guys enjoy your day as well. Try to get out in the garden if you can, if you're having beautiful weather wherever you are, and just enjoy it. We're coming to the end of summer, so definitely get out and enjoy your garden. Until next video, I will see you later. Bye.